He was an interesting cat. I know that he was different than most.
Yeah, well, I did his first film,
Yeah,
Eraserhead.
in '77, I think. Right in the '70s. That's when you did.
73 is when we started it. It
Are
didn't
you
come out
kidding?
until 77.
Wow.
Yeah, it took 4 years for it to come out.
Oh wow. Didn't realize that.
And
I
by
guess
that time I was already on Little House.
true fans of that
So,
will
in
know.
fact,
Oh, so you're working at
I
yeah.
was on the Waltons. I worked all night with David and then came skidding in overnight into the Waltons, the last episode of the Walton, the first episode of the Waltons. I'd been up all night if I looked like a dingbat.
Imagine all that. Imagine the work that you. It's nice that you were getting all that work still. You still doing. Were you doing series at the time you had the contract with the Little House? And
No, no, I
okay,
did. I only did Little House on the Prairie.
okay,
I was
but then
under
after that,
contract for that.
after that
But
was
as
back
far
to.
as David Lynch, I mean, he was a student. I did it for free. So, my roommate was a volunteer at the American Film Institute, and she came home and said, I'm working with this director. He needs an actress for his movie. I told him my roommate's an actress, and I
Yeah.
got hired to be in Eraserhead. And I was on it for 4 years.
Oh my! But and you did it for free. I didn't realize that. So that's.
Well,
Did the others have a similar sign
I
on
don't,
to that? Or,
I
yeah.
have no idea, but I'll tell you, 2 years after, when it finally got released, I got a check in the mail for $26,000
So you got a
from
post
David Lynch. From David Lynch.
personal check. Oh wow!
Well, from
Well,
his company. From his company. He figured up every day that I had worked on Eraserhead.
oh, sounds like an honorable guy. He did he did you right
Very,
after
he
doing
did
him
me
a
right.
yeah.
Absolutely.
What was that character like? This it was called Mary X. Was
Mary X. Spencer.
Mary X Spencer?
Yeah.
And tell me a little bit about. Do you remember how you played that character? What was it all about?
I didn't understand it at all.
It was a
But
weird
David,
movie, but it was kind of beautiful in a way, but a weird way. Yeah,
it was a weird movie.
yeah.
And I followed the director because I didn't understand it at all. I did not understand what it was about. It was about the baby, and I just followed David's direction. And that's all I did. I didn't ask him any questions why he wanted it this way or that way. I just did it.
Hmm.
I think that's what's called, that's what actors are supposed to do.
Yeah, that's what the most directors want their actors to do what they're asking them to do, right, or telling them to do.
I
Uh,
wasn't telling David Lynch, oh, well, I think it should be portrayed like that. No, he's the director. He tells me what to do.
do you think that's why you got good, kept working? That you did you ever get a reputation as, hey, she's one of the ones that
I'll do
will do the
anything.
part? Yeah, she won't talk back, or she won't be.
No, I mean, have you looked at my resume?
Yes, so a lot of it, yeah, and it's a
It's
lot of good
amazing
stuff.
it's amazing to me that I did that much stuff.
Yeah, you did a lot of stuff before Little House and afterwards as well. So it's kind of nice that the thing that people focus in on is a good thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Because you've been in the like I said, Twin Peaks. You went back to David Lynch. Did he call you because he knew you, or
He called me
anything
up
like
one
that?
day and he said, "Hey, Shar, you want to go to work?" That was how he hired me.
That was it. And by then he'd done quite a few things. He was
Yeah.
Blue
Yeah.
Velvet and some of those. Yeah, he always had some. How would you describe his work? It's always different than the
Oh,
other
it
people.
was dark blue.
Okay.
That's the way I would describe it. There was always something really dark but colorful.
Okay. Yeah. Tremors. Was that a short little? That wasn't a
No,
big.
that was I was on that for 6 weeks. That
Oh
was
God.
we shot that out in the high desert with Kevin Bacon and
Kevin
Fred
Bacon.
Ward.
Yeah.
Reba McEntire
That's right. She was in that too.
was in
Uh,
that.
that was. Didn't they try to make another? They did a couple of
They
them,
did.
right?
I was
Yeah.
in. They did. I'm trying to think of the actor that took it over. Uh, he did all the rest of the Tremors
Uh-huh.
movies.
But
He
that
took
was
over the franchise and did a whole bunch of Tremors, a whole bunch of.
one of the
different-
things I mention these things because the people will go like, "Oh, she was in that. Oh, yeah, that was her." So because then then they have a little something to connect with.